Good evening, everyone. Hope you're enjoying it. I know Lee James is really going to kick my ass one day soon. He really is. What can I say? I am sorry, Lee. Sorry. Just, I couldn't resist it. I really couldn't resist it. But it's all fun and games. It's all good. And thank you to everybody in our chat room that's joining us on this momentous evening. All will be revealed as to what has happened over the last couple of days, let's put it that way. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of things happening within this our little group of ours, so I've got to address these, and hopefully everyone will accept the decisions that's been made. Nixy Newman, answer your fucking Skype. She's got a new iPad and she can't work out to bleeding use it. Can you believe it? Hold on, let's try again. It won't be the same without bleeding old Nixie having a bleeding fart about, would it? No. So, oh, no, she's here. Hey, she's here.
Here I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realise that was the time.
Hold on, it's always this time every fucking week, 10 o'clock.
I didn't realise it was 10, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, when are you ever on time anyway? Fuck me.
I was last week.
Yeah, first time in how long? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are we over the jet lag now?
Just about.
Good.
I can actually stay awake past 11 o'clock now without falling asleep.
Yeah. Well, did you notice in the pre-show music I played the song called "I Like Chinese"? So there we go.
Oh.
I did that for you because Monty Python's song "Hawa Chumboram." Very cool fun. Been a busy week. It's been about messing about week. The Nixies had to put up with a board meeting with me a couple of nights ago. That we had to make some decisions. Sorry, Nixie. I said Nixie, didn't I?
Business meeting.
Business meeting, weren't it? It was a business meeting between the two of us.
Was indeed.
There was a chat, man.
You haven't told them the best news of all yet, though, have you?
No, go on. What's that?
I finally got my iPad.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a flying fuck? Anyway,
I do.
Got some things to address. Tonight should have been Future Pro Wrestling Radio, and we've got to address this. Very simply, Steve H.D. Evans, the guy that was going to run the night tonight, has been on the road all week with his lorry and stuff. So he hasn't had the chance to get all the people that he wants on the show tonight and everything. And he's asked us to postpone it, of which I've agreed. But it will happen soon. And I would rather it happen under the new British Wrestling Radio that is coming very soon. And instead of this old palaver crap that everybody sees and everybody in front of us, the British Wrestling Radio, as we know it, is finished next week. The last show we do in this format, it is gone. After that, we are going to try a brand new British Wrestling Radio. For me and Nixie have decided. We had a good chat about it on Wednesday.
Did.
And we've decided that we don't want to be... We've got the mobile phone app, what people wanted. They asked people, oh, can we have the phone app? Can we have this? Can we have the phone app so we can listen to us mobile phones? I've sorted it out now. It's there. It's free. It's there, everyone. Download it. Ustream is the app. You download the Ustream app. Search for BWR Network, and away you go. You can listen to us on your mobile phone now and everything. Right, Wednesday night, me and Nick's decided to have a chat, and it's been bugging me for ages. And it's just that how can we improve British Wrestling Radio? And we've come to the decision. Now, we did this a couple of years ago, and it worked really well. So we're going to bring it back. And the format's going to be, and I hope everybody agrees with it. And I know you're looking forward to this, Nixie, as much as me now, because everything else. We're going to bring the British back into British Wrestling Radio. We're bringing British wrestling back into British Wrestling Radio. For the first hour of the show, we are going to have British wrestling. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cover as much as we can. We're not going to do this, just turn up and chat as everything like two people just picking up a mobile phone and chatting to each other. No, there's going to be a proper structure. We're going to get all the things we want to do, talk about that week. We're going to talk about it to each other, message each other, talk to each other a lot more than we've done because we think as a show, it's been going down. Have you seen what they're saying in the fucking chat room here? Kinky fucker and all this. They've got a bleeding right love affair going on in the fucking chat room here, Phoenix. It's doing me fucking nothing. Look at it. It's like bleeding kinky fecker. Look, fucking Shade's involved with it now and everything.
What are you doing? What is that all about?
I don't bleeding knowing it. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Innit? Oh my God, you've become Essex.
Oh my God, fuck off. I'm going to Yorkshire tomorrow. I've got to get used to my Yorkshire accent tomorrow. And this is one show where football will not be used. Football will not be mentioned. Anyway, just to abbreviate on what was just said, British wrestling is going to be on the first hour of the show, and then the second hour we're going to do the Americans things as much as we can. We did this a couple of years ago. We did it about 18 months, and it worked really well. So we're going to find shows that's in either deepest, darkest Leeds or deepest, darkest Devon, Cardiff, or wherever it could be. We're going to find it. And hopefully people will listen to us and get more and more things out there. We're going to get more interviews. I know people keep saying, oh, you want to get more interviews, We got that, everything. So that's the next thing that's going to happen. How's it been for you this week, Nix?
Very good. Now I've got my iPad.
All right. That's 3 times you've mentioned the fucking iPad in 8 minutes.
I'm so happy.
Oh,
I waited 2 weeks for this. Oh, and the council broke my dishwasher yesterday.
The council broke your dishwasher? How?
Well, this guy came in, thought he knew where the stop clock was to turn the water off, and he didn't. He pulled our dishwasher out and yanked the lid.
Yanks?
Yanked the door. It's literally hanging off, and it's completely unrepairable, we think, so they're going to buy us a new one.
Fucking no. Good luck on that one.
Oh no, they said they are. They're going to reimburse us.
Get the most expensive one you can find.
Oh, we are. We're going to try and find a dear one. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, wrestling wise this week, how you been? Been good, hasn't it?
It has.
I am gonna. If anyone is anyone, please, 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 do not miss the next 2 episodes of Impact Wrestling. That's all I'm going to say on that. Very simply, the next 2 episodes of Impact, people are not going to believe. After Slammiversary, which I thought was a cracking show, as a pay-per-view goes for TNA, that was not bad. That was not bad at all. And I think TNA have finally turned the corner. I think it's really, really starting to happen now. I wonder if it's too much too late, but TNA look like they've turned the corner because that pay-per-view rocked and Impact last night rocked. So please if you get the chance to watch anything, watch Impact this week and next week because I've seen what happens next week is happening. And if you're a wrestling fan, and also this weekend you've got New Japan with their pay-per-view, and you've also got the Ring of Honor Best in the World pay-per-view, and that is not in homage to fucking CM Punk. But it looks like it's really happening. Anyway, forget the Americans. We're going to do everything we can. Now, events-wise, have you got any events coming up in your diary that you've been on the wrestling world?
I am now officially going to Rev Pro. I think. Ross, when am I going?
He's not in the room, is he?
Oh, he's not in the room. He was earlier. I think it's like the 18th of October.
So you're going? Is that the day before Southside one? That.
When's the Southside one? That's Southside's like the 25th.
Something like that.
2 weekends of British wrestling. How cool's that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't mention. Oh fuck me. Don't even go there. Tonight's been a big night for Southside. They've announced tonight that they're taking Southside to Sheffield.
I have seen that.
I'm heartbroken.
Why?
I am heartbroken.
Do you want to be over there and see it in your home state?
Dude, do you think I'd miss fucking Southside in Sheffield?
No, not if you can help it.
I can't help it. I'm away. It's my wedding anniversary 3 days later, and I'm going away with Lindsay and my wife. So we're both going away. So I'm gonna miss Southside. I'm missing it. I'm missing WAW, which apparently was an amazing show last weekend. About over 600 people just rocked the whole place, and really, really, really had a great time there with the Knights and everything. It seems as though Paige's Brittany Knight's mum said her piece on social media this week.
Yes,
Said her
she
bits
has.
about oh, excuse me, I've had pop again.
Oh, just a bit. Oh my God! You can't do that live on air.
Just done it. I had to do that.
You can't turn the. Jesus Christ! That's what you've got a mute button for. If I need to do that, I mute. Jesus Christ, decency. You are in the presence of at least 2 women.
But
Jesus freaking Christ, man.
But I am the boss.
Yeah, exactly. What a pig. You are still live on air. You cannot burp down people's ear holes, all right? Especially mine.
Well, what do we do? Do you want me to fart or bleeding burp?
Mute your mic. That's what I want you to do. Take a leaf out of Brendy's book.
Anyway, get back to the things. This week in British, been a lot of talks about Southside doing the announcement that they're going to go to Sheffield this week, which is great news to hear. But over the next few weeks, we have got the following things tonight. Oh, Jezebeth been defending her title. Jezebeth, who came on a couple of weeks ago, is defending her title tonight at TAW Hell to Pay, which was at 7 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow, oh fuck's sake, what the bleeding's that? Well, I'm getting people suggesting events. Wrestling in Yaxley at the Broadway. At the Royal British Legion Club in Broadway in Yaxley, Peterborough, Extreme Rules match and everything as usual with the usual guys such as Styx, Paul Malin, and loads of great wrestlers as well. And tomorrow, also in the town of Mansfield, Nottinghamshire, Forest Town Welfare, House of Pain Evolution presents Evolution 9. Our lawyer made us change the name of this show so we wouldn't get sued. The show as... Right, hold on, I'm just going to see the... Right, we've got on this show... Well... Scotland, huge star from Scotland makes his return in Grado. This is the lineup for tomorrow night's show. We have Joseph Connors versus Dave Mastiff. Come on in, Nix. Who's going to win that one? Mastiff or Connors? Because I like both of them. She now goes quiet. She now goes fucking quiet. You are kidding me. I don't believe it. We're trying to talk and do a discussion and she fucking disappears. Typical bleeding Nixy. I am being spoken to. I don't give a shit. You've got a live show. Don't you dare go Nixy on me. Fucking hell. Anyway, go through the lineup for her while she gets a telling off her mum. We've got Joseph Connors versus Mastiff. We've also got Grado versus Flex Buffington in what might be the funniest match of all time. LJ Heaven versus Danny Hope. We got T-Bone versus Barricade in looking to be a very, very, very brutal match. And Chris Travis is taking on Jack Jester. Oh my God. That is unreal for the card so far. 5 matches so far. That's the 5 matches they've got. Amazing matches. I hope everybody has a great time with that. I hope that... well, if somebody be interested in listening to the bleeding show instead of being told off, then it'll be all right. Anyway, that is House of Pain Evolution 9. Our lawyers made us change the name of it so we wouldn't get sued. Then on Sunday... House of Pain Revolution presents Evolution 10. What do we do in life? Echoes an Eternity. This is happening at the Spot Derby Centre in Wilmot Street in Derby. Jack Jester debuts in Derby this weekend. And also on the lineup for this show, we have CJ Banks versus Ryan Smile. Barricade is taking on Grado. The Hunter Brothers take on...
Barricade.
Oh, you're back off. You have not had a
I'll
telling off of
explain
you.
why. Carry on. Shut up and carry on.
All right. Fucking hell. Shut up. Hunter Brothers versus Project Ego. We've also got Violent Vendetta versus Ruby Summers. We've got Dave Mastiff taking on the Scottish crazy guy, Jack Jester. And we've also have LJ Heron taking on T-Bone. And that is House of Pain Wrestling Evolution 10, What We Do in Life, Echoes an Eternity. Great card. Another great card by a great promotion. So, you're back now.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you.
I know.
Also on Sunday, we have Wrestling in Corby at the Corby Mason Complex. Tables match. Extreme American Wrestling presents tables matches. What we have, the Predators will be defending their EAW tag team titles in a tables match against Terry Izzet and Alexander Croft. Don't miss out on action pack as we have fun for all the one family friendly show as possible. Tickets £10, children's £8, family of £4, £30 ticket. Front row is £11 for adults, £9 for children, or family of £4, £36. Go to eawrestling.co.uk on the or pay on the door. Women's match, we've got Nightshade versus Sapphire. There's a triple threat, Rude Boy Taylor versus Ultramark Massa versus Super Koji. Singles match, 2013 Trainee of the Year, Blake versus Eric Callum Phillips. Andy Rain versus the Thunder Tommy. Also in action, Chris Tyler, the Dragon Crown Masters, and more of your favorite EAW superstars. And that is happening in Corby. So, that's happening tomorrow at... When did I say it was? Yeah, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Both Hope and the Corby wrestling nights are 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. I've also got to say happy birthday to Ross Thompson, our very good friend up in Scotland, for his birthday on Sunday as well. And on Monday, it is that person with the Sonic the Hedgehog haircut, the man himself. His birthday is Monday, Mr. Gavin Fletcher. He's got the sun. If he had his hair coloured blue, he'd be going beep 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 beep. He'd be collecting gold coins all the way around his fucking town because he's got
Sonic doesn't say beep beep. That's Roadrunner.
Well, it's blue in it.
No, it's totally different. Don't shit on Sonic.
Yeah, whatever.
Child of the 90s. Don't shit on Sonic. All right.
Where? And Friday.
Don't do it.
Oi,
or I'll start on one of your favourite things.
Excuse me, wrestling show. Come on. Friday, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment presents their awards ceremony and Bring Your Own Booze at the Ardella Community Centre in Dundee. Oh, I've got burps bad.
Oh my God. Mute your mic.
In the 28th of June, Preston City Wrestling presents tributes to the troops, a full free show featuring WWE stars Carlito and Chris Masters. And also on that day we have BPW Rookie Division Proving Ground 7. We're going to go into these ones more in the next show, which is happening. Next episode of British Wrestling Radio is going old school. We're going back to the day we used to start on. Next Wednesday at 11 p.m. we will be live at 11 o'clock Wednesday evening. Adler. Oh, that fucking hell. Pull me bleeding accent up. Kiss my...
Do you realise that gives me about 40 minutes to actually watch all of 24 next week before coming on air?
Does this look like the face of concern?
You would do if you saw last week's episode or you saw Wednesday's episode.
I don't watch it. I don't watch 24. I've never have and never will.
Did anyone? If anyone did, let me know because they seriously need to see the picture of me.
Wait, wrestling! Right. Progress presents Endeavour 5. This is next Sunday, 29th of June at the Garage London. Progress Wrestling. We also got the Progress World Cup is sold out in the Garage in London as well. FCW June Street Rules. And we've also been just invited to another one on the 21st of June. The Scottish Wrestling Alliance's SWA 01 Scotland at the Beath Community Centre on Saturday, on the 21st. So this weekend. The wrestlers of Future Championship Wrestling returns to Badgeridge for another night of hard bones, bone-shattering action. The main event is a Badgeridge street fight between Jason Maverick and Brandon Thomas. Come and see your favourites, including the champion, the Bouncer, tag team champions Clarkwood, the Iron Serb Ilah Dragovic, the Judge RC Chaos, and many, many more. Tickets are £5 each, and 17 is for a family ticket. It is doors open at 6 for 6:30 start. That is happening at Future Championship Wrestling at Dudley in the Midlands. So another show happening in Birmingham. They happen on a daily basis. Also on 30th of June, something that's going to be happening on Twitter, and we're going to see if we can get it going world. As my friend Andre Corbeil says, we're going to get this trending worldwide. What we're going to do is we're going to get this thing where we're going to get the British Bulldog trending on Twitter on the 30th of June, so we can get him, so we can more people know about it. The Hall of Fame, the petition is nearly at 3,500. They've almost got it up there to them, so they're doing a fantastic job as normal. People like Lee James that's going out to the shows, as Gavin is also trying to get more people to sign the petition. Lots and lots of people really happening. It's really, really, really going. Now, I've got to say something. On the 27th of July at the Tramlines Festival in Sheffield, Elite British Wrestling is proud to present not one, but 2 free shows. This is happening at the Library Theatre in Sheffield. On the 27th, it will be a year ago to the day that an unknown little person threw someone out of the top rope over the ring in a row.
Oh, God.
That guy was never seen again.
It was heard from now, unfortunately.
Now, this is what's happening with Elite British Wrestling. I have had no contact at all. They are either... There's a couple of reasons for this, Nixy. Now,
They're telling you something.
Right? Either the entire roster is scared of me throwing them over the top rope because of this thing that if you get thrown over the top rope by me, they're never seen again. You are so embarrassed by being thrown over the top rope that you're never seen again, and you have to retire from wrestling. I've got 100% record in the Rumble in retirements. One guy thrown over the top rope, he's never been seen again. He's gone. He's finished from wrestling. The embarrassment is unbelievable. Yes, I am the secret manager of Project Ego. My ego is running wild here, motherfucker. I do not care. Right? Elite British Wrestling is scared of me. End of story.
I'm not even scared of you. They're not scared of you.
Well, would you be? When everybody went... Have they seen Maximilian since? No. Has he been seen anywhere since? No. Does anybody know where he is? No. So...
Plan your assassination.
He can plan all he wants, but he's not... He even gave up a title for me when I threw him over that top rope. He was the champion, and he gave up that title because he was so embarrassed that he cannot see his face again. Unbelievable.
You keep believing that, dear, okay?
So you've got all these guys up there. You've got So Solid John Green. You've got Sam Goodison. You've got Mikey Van Riot, the Demolition Man. You've got Mean Machine Mal Sanders. You've even got Chris Travis in these things on that weekend. Could you imagine that if I was in the Rumble and I threw Chris Travis over the rope?
It's an interesting dream.
Yeah, it would be a nightmare, actually, because he'd give me the fucking... Why is people giving me shit in the chat room? It's my show. Fucking do what I want. But anyway, it's a dream. It's a dream. But it makes me feel. It's nice. It gives me a nice, warm, glowy feeling inside. Yeah. so, there we go. That's on the end of July, and then in August we've got Scottish Wrestling Entertainment. I've got Hell for Lycra, the 11. Animal from Legion of Doom is going to be there. We've also got the Battle of the Tag Team Partners in Chaz Phoenix and Stephen Magnus, former partners, former people who used to sit in our chat room and listen to the show. And they used to listen to our show every week. And now they're going to be facing each other in a steel cage. Yeah. So we got that one in. Who cares about Scottish wrestling? Here we go. Yeah, because it's not going to be British in a few months, is it? We can't talk about it. Well, Nick said, if Scottish goes independent, we can't talk about it. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Because if they're not part of Britain no more, we can't cover it in the first hour. It'd have to be part of the other stuff.
Does that make them foreign technically?
Yeah, it would do, wouldn't it?
That's interesting, isn't it?
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get what I'm done with. Now, I know there's a lot of people been talking about it, and a lot of things has been happening over the last 7 days. What the fuck was Stardust?
I loved it.
I did. I must admit. When I saw the moves, what he was doing, I loved it. I think Cody Rhodes has finally found his niche. He is Stardust. What was that? Was that fucking bleeding pipe bleeding bomb? Are you playing the pipes?
No. I've got a cup with a straw.
Oh God.
I laughed into the straw, or talked into the straw.
Oh, stop doing it and making it sound like a bleeding pipe, like a whale music.
You know what? For every time you burp, I'm going to talk into the straw, okay?
Yeah, whatever. All right. So if you're going to see some wrestling over the next weekend or the next few weeks, then have a great time. I know I've had to turn down the invitation to go to Norwich at the end of September because I'm away. So I'm really thankful for that. That was really, really kind. I'm gutted I can't go. I'm really gutted. It seems like all the decent ones is happening in September again, and I can't go. So we'll see what happens in the future weeks and things. American Wolves have just announced that they're coming over to Sheffield for Southside. So you've got Davey Richards and you've got Eddie Edwards, the TNA Tag Team Champions, as well. Talking of TNA, Slammiversary. Marks out of 10, Nix. Come on, for Slammiversary. Oh, she's gone again. She's, she's disappeared. And you know, every time that happens, but I get used to it. I get used to it all the time. What can you do? What can you do? It seems as though having a new iPad, and it still happens the same thing with the internet. But we hope. We can live in hope. Like I said tonight, we have got an open question night. It is a Q&A of anything you want to ask us. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything you've wanted to know. Make us squirm, make us do what you want. I'll just put the question thread up for rapid fire, as they say on another one of my favorite shows. And we go from that there.
Was that a burp?
No, it wasn't a burp. Where have you been? Have you got your disconnection again? We're
going to try and get that. I'm going to try and make my brother set up that skybox that you gave me like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, well, it would work. Now
it's got to work better than the one we got.
Yeah, go on then. Slammiversary marks out of 10.
Maybe 7, 8. I was pretty happy with it. I mean, I was tired. Lance will tell you that. Yeah. I had quite a few good matches. I mean, the Bully Ray one stood out.
Yeah.
Even if just for the cheese grater moment alone, but.
Yeah, I thought I did. I must admit, I did like the pay-per-view. I like the whole of it. We started off with the X Division match. How many people all over the world said, "Oh, I bet you the X Division match is first"? And what do you know? I so badly wanted to. Um, I so badly wanted Crazy Steve to win it. I love Crazy Steve. I think that's a great, great gimmick. I love the guy to bits. I think Crazy Steve is a one for the future, definitely. And put the belt on Crazy Steve. Put the X Division belt on him. Uh, but I know for the fact the Japanese wrestler's not going to be having that belt much longer because he's got to go back to Japan. And we've got Destination X up when they do the usual defend the belt and then they cash it in for a shot at the World Heavyweight title. You there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, talk to me then. What's up? Um, I mean, what was your take on first match? There was a good few spots. I mean, being a ladder match and things. I thought when he broke the ladder, that was it. Well, they're going to fucking use again because TNA only ever have one ladder to be used because they don't have got that much money.
No, they haven't got that much money.
So when that ladder broke, I went, that's it, they fucked. They won't get that up. But miracles happen and they did. It just seemed too quick. It was just too quick. It was like, do a spot each, ding, 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 off the rope. Have the Wolves fight, and then that was it. End of story. But I liked it. I liked it. Did you like the first one?
I did. You know what my favourite match was, so.
Yeah. What was the second match anyway? I forgot now.
You got about as good a memory as I have.
Hey, I'm 40 odd years old. I can do what I bleed on. My memory's gone to crop. I have lots of planning today to go to Sheffield tomorrow. Yeah, you know that place called home? It's my home. And
Home.
I've got a very serious side that I've got to go. Reason why I've got to go this week. So that's all I'm going to say on that one. Anyway. Now,
Bobby Lashley against Samoa Joe.
Oh, yes. It's Lashley and Joe. It was just two battles of two powerhouses, wasn't it? That was really. It just really was. It was just because we had the announcement that it was going to be a three-way for the title. We knew everybody was saying, "Oh, it's going to be Lashley and King versus Eric Young." And when Lashley won, it was like, "Oh shit, are they really going to go with this? Are they really, really going to go with this?" But they didn't, and I was pleased about it. So I just think that overall TNA are hitting the straps. It's not as if we're gonna go with one or two. They are really, really hitting it. The appearance of the Von Erichs, you know who the Von Erichs are, surely.
I do know the name of the Von Erichs, yes.
Yeah, you know the Texas Tornado, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, Kerry Von Erich and all that, and what they mean to Dallas. I thought that was really cool. A nice appearance. They shouldn't. Why did you have to spoil it with the finish when you didn't have to do that with the Erics? It was nice seeing Kevin Von Erich come in with the claw. Oh, he's got the claw. Who? You're scared of the claw. Who? You won't know what that's from because you haven't seen Liar Liar. There you go.
Okay.
But I really did like it. I liked the whole thing. It was a cracking pay-per-view. I loved the Hall of Fame announcement that caused bleeding arguments all over fucking Facebook. Gee, God.
Why?
Right. Somebody said, how about TNA put wrestlers in the in their Hall of Fame that was made in TNA? And I went, well, weren't Sting made in TNA? Sting's been in TNA since day one, surely. And then we got onto the subject of Team 3D. Now, this is the argument, Nix. Now, I don't know whether you stand on this, but I say Team 3D was made in TNA.
Team 3D were, yeah.
Yes.
If they went in as the Dudleys, well, no. Because they had to completely reinvent their name and themselves when they went to TNA.
Right, this was
my argument. Take it with them.
This was my argument. I said Team 3D is TNA. And he said, no, they're not, because they've been wrestling all over the world. And I went, yes, but they'd been wrestling everywhere else as the Dudley Boys. Team 3D is TNA made. That's where it came from. If anybody doesn't know the story, very simply, when Dudley Boys got shafted by John Laurinaitis to leave TNA, when they released them in 2006,
WWE.
2006, weren't it? 6, 7, something like that. It was quite a few
Mhm.
years. It was just before. It was just after One Night Stand 2, so that was 2006. Very simply, they were going to enter a program with with Eminem, and all of a sudden it got thrown against the wall, and it was all down to one guy who backstabbed him and threw him on the curb, John Laurinaitis. Then they decided to go to a indie promotion and go do a show, and they were advertised for ages as the Dudley Boys. They was there, they had no problem with it, and then the day of the show, they got a phone call said, by the way, you do not own the name the Dudley Boys. The WWE does. And even though Paul Heyman had told them that they owned the name of the Dudley Boys, and even though they thought they owned the name the Dudley Boys, WWE owned all trademarks and all things to do with ECW. Hence, all of a sudden, they changed the name and it became more famous than the Dudley Boys. That they changed the name to the name of the finish. And I don't think any other team's ever done that. Change their name of the thing to a finish, and it works.
True.
And I remember the debut in TNA because they went, "Hey John," and they looked straight at the screen in Impact, and this was when it was an hour long, and they said, "Hey John, we've got a message for you," and he looked straight at the screen and went, "Trademark this," and gave him the middle finger. And that was badass for me. That was like them. But do you think they deserve it? Would you honestly? I think the shock was seeing Devon after everything he's gone through, saying he'd never return to TNA.
Yeah, but I wonder if that was because of two specific people.
No, he just said he had enough of TNA completely. He just had enough of everything about it.
And yeah, but look who's gone, and look when he comes back. Look who's come back since two certain people have gone. That's all I've got to say.
You're obsessed with him. You are fucking obsessed with him.
I said two people, not one.
Yeah, but I know which ones you're on about.
No. I mean the both of them, not just one of them.
Yeah.
I keep saying, and I will stand by it, I knew that those two were toxic for the company. And, you know, I stand by what I said. They've done no good. They've ruined a lot, and they've taken a lot of originality away, but that's besides the point.
Hey!
You know...
Go on, sorry.
I was surprised Devon was back because I do remember all the stuff he was saying that he's never going back and this, that and the other. But I do think they deserve it.
Yeah. What do you think to this vote that people's been having? 4 sides or 6?
The 6 sides is what made TNA initially very unique because there was no other company well known that were wrestling in a ring like that.
Apart from Mexico.
Yeah. Certainly no one over here. But in a way you kind of go, do we give what the fans want? Or are we giving the wrestlers what they want? If that makes sense.
Well, apparently the 6-sided ring is not very popular with the wrestlers.
Yeah, apparently it's not very comfortable to work in, but the crowd love it.
But it's a double-edged sword, surely. Because on one hand, you want to keep your talent happy. You want to keep them happy. But at the same time, you've got to wait and see. You've got to think of the people that come and watch you. But if you look at what happened with the 6 sides, it's just one of them. It's one of them things. I'm sorry, I've just looked at the chat room. Somebody's having trouble with the Ustream. Issues with his computer. We've got this. It's double-edged. It's like, so what do you go with? Do you go with the people that pay the ticket? Well, sorry, do people actually pay to go and watch TNA now? Do they go with the talent? Because there's two wrestlers that have already come out and said 6 sides, not thinking of the fucking wrestlers. Austin Aries is one. I forgot the name of the other one.
Austin Aries wants 4 sides.
Yeah, Austin Aries, and there's somebody else. Is it EC3?
I think it might be EC3 actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't really got any right to comment when he wasn't even in the company when there were 6 sides.
Yeah, good point. End of the day, uh, Dixie's listening. They're listening now to the fans, right?
We're doing that to begin with, but then as I say, what I think, what I will honestly ask you a question about, would they have changed the ring at all if not for Hogan and Bischoff?
Yeah, I remember that night. I remember all the hoo-haing,
Anarchy.
all the whole hoo-haing before Genesis about it because everybody went in to see the Genesis, and they changed the ring that day from 4 sides to
Yeah,
six,
and it was we
from
want
six to
six
four,
sides.
and they started chanting, "Bring back 6 sides,"
We
and
want six sides.
they were going where they were going. Fuck you, Bischoff. Fuck you, Hogan. They were going crazy.
Hmm.
Um,
I was
Shade
one of
says it.
them.
Shade says it best in the chat room. Thing is, they learn the angles of a 4 sided ring. 6 sides is different. Changes all they learn and increases the risk. There is a few people over here in the United Kingdom that use 6 sided rings. I remember a fact, sir, that lad up in Bradford. They did the rumble in a 6 sided ring, and that was the first time he'd ever been in a ring when he did that unfortunate incident. So it's a double-edged sword. It's like, do we want to do something that's different? Um, if 6 sides, the way I see it, if 6 sides was successful, WWE would have had it ages ago.
Yeah, but it was successful for TNA.
It made them different. It made them different. That's the thing. And when you looked at it, it was like, oh, hold on a minute, what are they going to do with this? The Asylum, bring back the Asylum, bring back the Destination X bleeding when they went up on the Ultimate X when they went above
Ultimate X,
the ring. If this has all got to come
King of the
back,
Mountain.
everybody wants that match back. Gee, God, that's got to be the best match in TNA history. The King of the Mountain match is unusual because no one else has done it since. It is amazing. The fact is, you've got to get this briefcase off the hook, get it down to the floor, and then you've got to go and put it back up. Get the belt off the hook, isn't it? You've got to get the belt off, dig to the floor, and then you've got to get it back on the hook. And oh fuck, it's that is one of the best matches. I think the best one I ever saw with that was when Samoa Joe turned heel and joined the Main Event Mafia, and he gave the belt to Angle, and everybody went crazy at him. It's not as big as the 4 sided, 6 sided ring. It's very, very small. I was surprised how small it is. So there's a lot of people going on about it. There's a lot of things that's TNA, but you can't say TNA aren't listening to the fans again. And it's happening. I think Impact last night. Please, if you get the chance, please watch it. I think it was an amazing, amazing program. I've only seen bits of it, but the things I've seen of it on YouTube are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And there's a great twist at the end. Are you getting you're starting to follow TNA now more than we used to, aren't we?
We are.
We're getting back to where we used to be. And all these people that say, oh, I want TNA to fail. Right. Then you're going to put about 200, 300 people on the streets with no jobs. And all these wrestlers haven't got a place to go to? That's not fair. Oh, excuse me. Oh, never have Coca-Cola before, sure. Never.
I'm having it. I just control myself better.
Yeah, because women
Better
can
than
control
you.
themselves. Women can control themselves better. Okay. We'll get back to the Slammiversary. Team 3D's in the Hall of Fame. Great decision. I must admit, I was watching it at work, and I did go apeshit when that announcement was made. I did, because you know me with TNA, and if people are gonna call me a fucking mark, yes, I am. Okay, a mark is a wrestling fan, and if you're gonna fuck me for being a wrestling fan, then fuck it. I've had enough of this. Oh yeah, the mark. I'm ashamed to show my fucking feelings. Kiss my ass.
I don't want to, thanks.
That's and I've just posted the question, but I've just had it typed out 20 minutes ago, and I've just posted it. No, 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 no. Oh yes, we've got to say congratulations to Philip Brooks and his blushing bride.
Mm.
They finally got married. And did you see some dick had put picture of AJ getting married on Raw as a picture for walking down the aisle? And the picture of CM Punk laughing at the Hall of Fame ceremony last year. And they put that as the wedding picture of her walking down the aisle. There was a big, massive roar in the background. You could see it. And everyone's going, oh, look, this is AJ getting married. Fuck off.
Have you
Sorry.
seen all these rumours circulating that apparently she's pregnant?
Oh, if she's pregnant, gee, God, that's it. Do you think
They started during the week, and now they've suddenly. I've just looked it up because I'm still trying to find a picture of her wedding dress. Typical woman, but there's another report now that she may have been.
She may have what?
Hang on a sec. She took time off smoothing with CM Punk, and on the heels of their wedding last week, the rumours may in fact be confirmed as true.
Oh.
I've gotten word from a source that she is pregnant. Verified an insider.
Where have you read that?
I am literally just reading it on one of the news sites, but it's all broken again in the last hour. So follow it,
God.
see what happens.
Do you know the best thing?
What?
If you hear it from AJ, AJ will scream it from the rooftops if she's pregnant.
Yeah, but they're not the kind of couple that's just going to go out and say it, are they? They're very private.
Come on. If AJ is pregnant, she's gonna go mental. She's gonna shout and everything, and we'll never see her in a wrestling ring again. There's no way we'll see her in a.
No, I disagree with that.
What? You think she'll go back?
Yeah, well, other people have after having babies. Madison Rain only had a baby about a year ago.
Yeah, Taryn Terrell's gone back. She returned last night. I don't think she will.
There's a bit of a spoiler.
She returned. I didn't say anything on that. Hey, fuck off. Hey, if you're going to start me on spoilers, go fuck yourselves. I think when you look, AJ going back, she don't need to. She's got a husband that's rich as fuck. It's not as if they're going to be watching the pennies on this. They're not as if they're going to be watching the pennies and the pounds. Brooks has saved his money, right?
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very smart with his money. We all know that.
Yeah. He's exactly done all right for himself with the bleeding money situation as Mr. Brooks. But it's that kid's not going to exactly be a welfare child of the year. So there's no need for AJ to go back. Nobody's seen her since April. I don't think we'll see. I think whatever happened, there's rumours that she's trying to buy herself out of a contract. She doesn't want to go back because she's having too much fun with him at the moment. All these rumours flying around and God knows what. Hand on heart, Nix. I mean, we know how you feel about her. We know what you like with her and everything. Hand on heart. AJ to return, yes or no?
I think she will, yeah. I think, you got to understand it's still been her childhood dream. I don't think she's going to give that up after about 3 years. Pregnant or not.
I think if she's pregnant and she has the kid, I don't think she'll do the full-time schedule because he'll be away from the kid. And I don't think she could put up with that. And the situation between Phil and the WWE adds to this as well. So I don't think it'll happen. It's double-edged, but end away, I do believe that I think AJ's finished. I think AJ's done. I don't think we'll.
No, I don't. I don't.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, I admit it, and I'll say I'm wrong. Also, we've had. We had this week. We've had the debut of the new outfits of the Shield. I didn't even know the Shield had been officially broken up. And
they haven't officially, but basically what they've said is that they've just gone their separate ways, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
And so they've got all the old outfits and they've got their own themes and they got Seth Rollins' new outfit makes him, what the fuck is he got? Jesus. He's going to be hot. That's all I can say. Oh, dear God, this is bad tonight. I do apologise, guys. Good job you wasn't in my house the other day, Nix. Oh, my God.
I don't want to know. Stop.
Oh, put it this way: bacon, sausages, and beans. And I am not kidding.
Okay.
More wind
Yeah.
came out of my ass than the last night at the proms.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we need to know.
Yep. Well, you was the one that, if I don't remember, like 2 years ago, went, "Oh my God, he's farted on here!" Ah! If I remember rightly.
Yeah, it's all going around these websites now about AJ being pregnant.
Oh no. Well, let him go until we officially. Then that's it. Things. Right. Also, in 2 weeks' time, next week, as we said. Oh God, hello. What we got here? Hold on, excuse me. You've some Seth Rollins looks like a condom. Because they didn't hear this bit.
I was taking a drink.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
You did say.
Seth Rollins looks like someone wrapped him in a bin bag, shrink wrapped him, and put a condom over top of his head, and cut his neck out.
Yeah.
And then he takes his top off, and it's so much better.
That's better for you. I just, when you look at it with Seth Rollins looking like and you got these new outfits, but fair enough. This is what the WWE pick on them, and they decide it.
Exactly.
I'd like to meet the people who actually decide these outfits, but that same person that came up with Stardust has also come up with a condom.
Exactly, but to be fair, Cody Rhodes just looks like he's got the same gear as Seth Rollins, only it's almost painted gold, so it doesn't look as much like a condom. And his face paint was squint.
Oh, okay. Well,
that did nothing for my OCD. His face paint was fucking squint.
Oh dear. Well, I know how hard it is to get face paint because I tried to get the Ultimate Warrior so many times, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Are you keeping an eye on the chat room?
I'm trying to. Yep. I can't. Is that Pixie? Yes. It's Pixie. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is it gonna be?
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for checking the time out. Who is this Irish bird?
No problem. And to Lee James, fuck you. Yeah. That's all.
Oh yeah, see, you're the first guest that's sworn in here, apart from Madman Manson. That's the first person who's
appeared the first time I ever spoke to you.
Right. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. All right.
All right. Speak to you soon.
All right. Then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And that was Pixie, and I didn't realise that we cut off every fucker at the same time. Sorry, Nix. You're back.
You did.
I couldn't believe it. I don't know what the fucking hell it's doing. The Skype's got a new way of doing things. When joining people, it cuts other people off. So I'm gonna have to. I think I know why. I think I understand why. For fuck's sake, I'll sort that out. I know what I've done wrong. Fuck, idiot. Right, get back to it. Anyway, good evening. We've also been joined in our chat room by the famous Gorilla Report and SWE Online again. We've just been chatting about Hell for Lycra 11 earlier on with the special guest Animal from the Legion of Doom Road Warriors and the cage match that's been announced between Magnus and Chaz Phoenix. Loads more people going to announce for this big thing again. You got hiccups now?
Sorry, I just got one.
Just got one? Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, let's get back to the things that we do so well. Now, I got slated this week. Do you know?
Why?
Having the network. Can you believe it? I got slated. Why? It's because, to use the phrase, I can't get the network, so how the fucking hell can you? Was used. I had that shouted at me. Well, it messaged me. This isn't my personal Twitter, by the way. This is my Twitter account that gives me shit. So I just literally want to reply to I'm not even going to say the guy's name because I don't want to give him the time of day for his name and just let people to give him shit. Do you remember when we did the first charity show? And this is for people that didn't listen to us in them days. When we did the first charity show, we had a guy spam the chat room for the whole 24 hours. Do you remember, Nix?
Yeah, vaguely.
I found out who it was. Do you remember this bit?
Yes, I do actually now. Now I really, really do.
I remember doing this, and I found out who it was. And what I did was I put a picture up of this guy's Twitter account on the BWR page, and they went apeshit at me. And everybody went apeshit at this guy for spamming a charity show. He got so much abuse that we had to call a truce. I'll never forget that day. Never ever forget that in a million years, and I can't believe. But no, I've had a few this week. I mean, I'm still getting the odd one or two One Direction fucking death threats for saying wishful to all health on Louis, which personally is about as fucking exciting as watching my toes grow.
Tour.
Toes.
Tour. Tour.
So, no. When I kick my toe on the door, and it hurts, then I go, oh, my fucking toe! I've brought my fucking toe. That's what I do. All right, that's what I do.
Oh my God, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that was so obvious.
No, he's not been giving me shit. No. I haven't heard from that guy for ages.
No, but it was so obvious it was him. We knew, didn't we?
Yeah. We knew it was him. Yeah, it was obvious it was him. I think we've had, over the last few years since we started this thing, we've had some blinding fun. We've had some great times. And I'm sounding as though we're over, and I'm not. We're not over. It's not going to happen yet. Not just yet. I've got so much things to do yet, and we've got so much more to go on. But it's like we said, on July the 6th, on the first week of July, on the anniversary of the charity show we did last time, we're going to do a brand new British Wrestling Radio. The next episode is on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And we're going to do a show next Wednesday night. But then we're also going to be doing, it's going to be 10 days before the next one. Because it's not fair, because I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so there's no chance we're going to do a show next weekend. It's not going to happen. So we're going to have a show next Wednesday evening. And when I'll go from there. But that's the last one we're going to have in this format. It's like we've said, we're going to have a whole new way. The first hour is going to be British wrestling, or as best as we can do British wrestling as we can in the first hour. And then the second hour, Nixie's fave, because she goes with the American things, and so we can cover the
I still watch British stuff.
You watch it more than you used to. I remember that.
Yes. I've learned.
We've had this week over in Hull. We had the debut of the Davy Boy Smith British Bulldog Cup. So we've got that happened as well this week in Hull, and first person's won that one. I'm not sure the rules for it. It's one of these things that we're not sure. Might have to get Georgia on so we can have a chat about it and see how that format is actually going to work and get going. It's hey-ho. Next week we've got Money in the Bank. There's now going to be 2 matches of Money in the Bank.
Yes, I have seen that.
Which I think is great.
They don't seem to ever go wrong with them. They always seem to work them very well. We've always said that.
Yeah. First one, we've got the WWE World Heavyweight title match with my main man, John Cena. He's in the match because he beat your piece of shit in a stretcher match. Cena beat Kane again. Cena beat Kane again. Super Cena beat.
Yeah, well,
Kane
they made him
again.
job, and I'm not happy about it. So shut the hell up.
Jobber of the hey, Jade, think we could do that. That's a good thing we could do. No, Jobber of the month. You know, like everybody has. Do you know we could do that, couldn't we? Because everybody has Wrestler of the Month. We could have Jobber of the Month, couldn't we?
We could.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? That's a good idea. See, we come up with the best ones ever. Jobber of the Month.
Why we shouldn't go scripted, because we create these on a whim.
Yeah, well, yeah, Jobber of the Month. Whether it could be any company, we're just gonna see who you think is the Jobber of the Month. I watched a documentary this week called Bigger, Faster, Stronger, and if anybody's seen it on Netflix, it's a story about steroid abusers in America, and it's about this kid that wanted to grow up and be like Hulk Hogan, and it was a story of three brothers. Now, one of the brothers was a jobber in the WWE called Mike Bell, who used to wrestle in the early days of Raw. And he's more famous for taking a vicious beating off Perry Saturn in the ring when it was a full-blown assault, and he didn't hold back. Saturn, he really fucking kicked the shit out of him, which is on YouTube. And it was this great long documentary that says is steroids allowed? Why is steroids seen as being okay in America and all this? And they just wanted to see where it went, and it's a cracking documentary. If you get the chance to see it, it is a long one for 2 hours, but I broke it down into bits and watched it as much as I could each time, and it's a real cool thing to watch, and loved it. But jobber of this month is Damien
Oh God, I feel so sorry for him.
He's got to have pissed off somebody so bad. Have you noticed all the great wrestler talents that have been jobbers over the last few months? You've got Austin Aries, and then you've got Damien Sandow.
Perfectly good wrestlers that they're just.
They've been in the doghouse. Austin Aries was in the massive doghouse, and now it's okay now. Another one's come back. Oh no, I'm not saying because that'll be a spoiler for Sunday night.
Well, you've already spoiled bloody Taryn Terrell.
Yeah, well, this one's a bigger one. This one's a bigger spoiler, but I'm not going to do it because we pride ourselves at British Wrestling Radio of non-spoilers.
I do believe you're a walking contradiction.
I'm not walking anywhere. I'm sat on my gamer chair. Anyway, so
Lindsay around.
now she's in bed.
Oh damn.
She's got work. She's working early morning. And anyway,
It's a wacky one.
she always whacks me one.
Exactly, you deserve it.
Yeah. I just end of the day, there's a lot of things that's happening. That's people liking my photo. Yay! The people like my photo.
Someone's photo.
Yep. Right. Question. Oh. We've got a question. We'll do this one and then we'll do it for the rest of the show. It's like this. Then it's not going to be all build up at once. For Dean and Nixy, in your opinion, are there certain wrestlers who don't need a title to be successful? In cases, do you think the titles would harm the characters? Ross. I think what he means is, would the title harm certain wrestlers by having it on them? Like, it harms. Did it make CM Punk or did it harm him?
I think he made himself without it. They just put it on him because they didn't really have much of a choice, did they?
No. I don't know what to say.
Alright.
I don't know what to say because there is. I mean, if you look at the wrestlers that's in the WWE now, would their careers be helpful because they'd have a belt, or would it hinder them? Thinking in terms of would it harm Damien Sandow? Well, it couldn't make him worse as it is.
No. Couldn't do anything more, could they?
Would the Intercontinental or the US title work on, say, Fandango?
It would if it had any prestige.
Yeah, but would he make the title though?
No.
Then you've got, I think, when you look at the women as well, they're going to split the Funkadactyls. That's coming. They're splitting the Funkadactyls.
Oh, hopefully they'll release them soon then.
No. We've had the releases now. Oh, they're done. They've done.
Apparently, Rosa Mendes would have been gone if not for Total Divas.
There's also a lot of rumours Rosa Mendes would have been gone if it wasn't for a certain Michael Hayes.
That too.
Yes, we all know about Mr. Michael Hayes as well.
Yep.
Yes. With Rosa Mendes. Yeah. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Oh. So, there's all these, when you look at it and you think, with the titles and things, John Cena does not need that title. If you look at the Money in the Bank people now that's in that. Randy Orton, does he need it? Yeah, because otherwise he's just Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton needs a title just so everybody can boo his ass. Because as a face, he's one of them wrestlers that they don't care. He's like the Bautista. Don't give a monkeys if he's a face or he's a heel. They're still gonna fucking boo him. No calling because we've got problems with Skype. No calling, please. No calling. I think. Oh, I look at it. If you looked at the list of wrestlers that you know, would Heath Slater benefit from a title run at some point?
No, because no one's behind him enough, and they don't push him enough.
Well, let's say that. All right, then let's do another one. Zack Ryder. Did that make him the US title for that short amount?
It boosted his popularity, but people already loved him.
Yeah, but he didn't need it. He just did it on YouTube.
He needed the internet title. That's what he needed.
He got the internet. He just come up with the internet championship.
Mm.
And I love the fact he had that. And that belt's badass, by the way. I love that internet belt. I want that belt. Fuck that. Hear that, Ryder? I'm coming for you. I'm 100% in fucking Rumbles and retirements. I'm having your ass next, Ryder. Okay? Maximilian's won. I'm having you next, motherfucker. You look at it, and there is wrestlers there that need a title for the careers. I mean, all right, I'll put it on you. Does Kane need the title?
No.
Are you sure?
Not in my eyes, no, but I suppose I'm kind of biased.
Just a little bit. But if say you put the world title on Kane for like say 4 months, did it help him last time? I mean, when he had the feud with Taker, and they had the last feud they had together, did it help him or did it hinder him? You think? The fight.
Well, they could have had the story without it, couldn't they?
Yeah, but it's a cracking question from Ross, but it just depends on that wrestler. And anyway, talking of titles and wrestlers, there's a wrestler that's signed by the WWE over the last 10 days. Now, if you've been in the British Isles over the last 2 years, you've seen this guy. And he's been everywhere. Kevin Steen. Now, he's gone to the WWE. Right? It's confirmed, everything's signed. He's denying the fact, but it holds like everything's gone and he's going to be a WWE superstar. Now, you've seen Steen, haven't you? Have you, Nick?
I have. Yeah, I believe I've seen him, if not in pictures, in person.
Yeah. What do you think?
Is he the right build for WWE?
He's a monster. He's a monster. Steen's a monster.
I always worry when they pick people because sometimes, I mean, Brodus Clay, for example, could have been more than he was. And look what they did to him.
Have you seen that what SWE said? Kane's gimmick has been messed about with so much through the years. He's no longer
believable. No, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really, really, really good point. How long do you think he's got left, Kane? Honestly, as you, Kane, the fan, and I'm asking you this because if anybody...
He seems like one of the most healthy 40-plus-year-olds 40-plus clubs I've seen. You know, Big Show seems to be going well. Triple H is going well. But then you look at The Undertaker and you think, how the hell are they so different?
Did you see that picture of Kane's son, Undertaker's son? Have you... I know this is going to sound so fucking wrong, and you know what I'm going to say. Don't you? You know what I'm going to say right now. I have never, and I mean never, seen a kid with as ginger hair as what he's got in my fucking life.
Is he the illegitimate son of Sheamus?
Fucking hell. He
looks like a clown. It's like a clown's head.
I'm sorry, but do you know what he looks like? Do you remember that TV kid? That TV show, Angry Kid?
do.
Look at the bone. Look at the bone. Oh
No,
my god.
probably it might be before my time.
No, not that time. Anybody in our chat room remember the TV show Angry Kid? Because if you do, that's Undertaker's son. It's hard, but fucking hell, that
Oh,
kid's
God,
got it.
bless him.
He's as ginger as his dad was, and I've seen some old
Oh yeah.
and I've seen some old promos of the Undertaker with his ginger hair. Fucking hell.
He's
No,
ginger as hell.
that's why he dyed it. How could you have believed? How could you have believed that the Undertaker, being badass as he was, with
A head of flames.
yeah, the head of flames, yeah, strawberry blonde. I'm
Oh
not.
no, he was full on orange. But I don't think he was a frizzball like that. Jesus Christ. That reminds me of Kane from Rumble 2001, where his hair dried and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger as the event went on.
I remember watching that. I think I watched that other week. The gimmicks when they had Kane versus Kane, and they had the debut, and he was wearing this wig, and it was so frizzy, and his hair looked like it was Michael Jackson's in 1978. And he just, I mean, what the fuck have they done with that wig? And it was so bad, and it was just sticking up. And every time he wrestled, he just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time that fake Kane finished the match, it did look like he was going to start singing "Blame It on the Boogie." It really did. I'm like,
What, in Rumble 2001?
oh, no, this was huge. When you look at it, the fake Kane versus Kane in 2006. When he makes his debut on YouTube, just look at it. Oh my god, the hair is so fucking big, and you can tell it's a wig by a mile. But they didn't use anything on it. They didn't wet it. They didn't condition it. They didn't do anything. And it's like Luke Gallows always says, that wig was the worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Almost as bad as Undertaker's wig when he wore it when he cut all his hair off first in Triple H at Mania. I think 2 years ago. Remember when he returned with that wig, and everybody could see it was a wig. And then because his hair didn't grow back apparently. But it's good to reminisce. It's good to have a laugh at times. And especially when you talk about Kane and The Undertaker. Kane. Yeah, Kane. There's been a lot of things on Facebook about wrestling companies who seem to depend on advertising their shows just on social media, and that they think just by sharing their event on Facebook that they'll get sellouts. And there's a few companies I've seen on Facebook that do this, and they don't put any posters around. They don't go anywhere in the local area, and they don't put posters up, and they just think, no, I've done my bit. And then they bitch and moan when they only say about 20, 30 people show up. Have you seen that on Facebook when all the wrestling, I mean, all the companies that, well, if you belong to as many bleeding pages as I do, and you see them and you're going, oh, why is only 15 people showing up at my show? Why is only 30 people showing up at my show? I've got £1,500 to fork out on a wage bill, and I've only took £200 through the door. How the fuck am I supposed to survive with this? Well, if my version is, if you get, the promoter's got to get off his ass and promote the show. That's the name, aka promoter, right?
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I'm with that.
So if you put the work in, then you get the rewards. But it's not going to happen overnight. I mean, we've seen, I mean, Robert in our chat room and all the other guys that's in our chat room at this moment, we all know of companies that that will work their ass off from like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, get up, do an hours of promoting online with Facebook and Twitter and why you cause you a shitter. I think that you look at it and there's promoters that do it before they go to work and they do day jobs, and then they come back and they'll spend another 4 or 5 hours sorting it out as well, getting all the venues and getting it and advertising. And they announce that they've got the stars, but then the posters will go up around the place as well. I've seen it a lot happening. And it just pisses you off, isn't it, when you see people that's going, oh, well, we've got this star coming, but they've got no posters around the place. And when you look at it, they've said, "Oh, we've put 5 posters up in the local chip shops." And I've seen that. I've seen people just saying, "Well," I said, "Have you advertised a show?" "Well, yeah, I've put posters in chip shops." "How many chip shops?" 5, 5 or 6. And then then they wonder why they don't get a sellout. If your own people in your hometown don't know what you're doing, you don't deserve it. It should be great. I mean, I know I'm not speaking for me because what can I do? I've never put on to the show in my life. It's fucking hard enough trying to get people to listen to this bleeding thing. Well, tell me about it. Last week, 2 people listened. 2 fucking people listened to us last week. I'm like, what the fuck is all wrong with us? Maybe it's because we was on at the wrong time. Maybe it's got to do with timing as well. So we're looking at other things as well as we can. But we're definitely going to bring in Jobber of the Month. That is happening. Nominations are welcome, but the final decisions is me and Nixy. All right? Anybody is eligible. Apart from Lee James, because his nickname's Jobber already. So we can't tell him. So he's not here. We're also going to have social media person of the month as well. That's another thing where there's going to be a certain comment or a tweet or a status that we see on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere and say, that's fucking hilarious. There is certain people on Facebook and Twitter that are the funniest things I have ever seen in my life. And I don't know about you, Nix, but there is a load of people out there on Facebook and Twitter that just crease me up all the time. I don't know about you. Where's she gone?
No, I'm still here.
Well,
a lot of people do. Sorry.
Have you know some certain people that just crease you up, innit? Oh yeah, we've got to talk about progress at Sonisphere Festival. That's just been announced that Progress Wrestling are taking wrestling to Sonisphere for the big heavy metal festival. You know, Nixie, that's heavy metal music. You know, not this punk rock crap that people listen to now, such as Green Day.
Careful, because your wife likes Green Day.
Yeah, well, she can get it as much as that. I mean, we're talking proper metal here, like Metallica, Iron Maiden. You know, that type of metal. Yeah. Limp Bizkit. Yeah. It's good. I mean, I know people listen to us, and a lot of people I think it's Friday night. It's nearly 11:30 to us, and my voice is going. My voice is really, really going. Oh, another half hour of this, I do not know. Anyway, now, what's happening in your side of the world? Have you got anything that's been riding the tech? Oh my God, Mr. Nation's riding a bull. Steve Flood has just put a video up of you and Mr. Nation riding a bull. Oh, fuck me. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, thank you to everybody that's liked our page. We're now on 1,469. We are almost at 1,500. Almost there.
Almost
there. So, and if anybody doesn't see me over the next few days, please do not worry. I'm in Sheffield. So it is one of them things that we've got to go home and I'm paying respects to my mum. Let's be right. I've got to go home and see my mum because it's a birthday. It would have been a birthday. So
okay.
I've got to go and I've got to pay my respects to my mum.
Fair enough. Which
is going to be cool. And I'm going to get to see all my family and my new great nephew. Hoo-ha. That's a who and a ha. Oh, fuck now. I'm going to get Sam. Do you know one day I'm going to get his name right? But I'm not saying it. I'm calling him Mr. Nation. There you go. I say Mr. Nation. There you go. You can fuck the leading lot of you. Now, WWE wise this week. We've had Stardust. We've had Seth Rollins deciding to come out as a condom. So apparently, he's wearing a black shiny outfit and it looks like a condom.
Okay.
Anything else that happened that's caught your eye this week in the WWE?
Well, we never discussed Pat Patterson.
Oh, he came out, didn't he? He finally said that he was gay.
Did you have any suspicions?
I fucking knew years ago.
I didn't. Come completely out of the blue for me and me brother.
What? You didn't know?
I didn't. I had no idea. I'll be really honest. I mean, it was kind of spoiled before I even watched it. There's a really cool rainbow design in my room going on. I don't know why. Oh, I see why. But oh no, it's not because of that. Then I don't know where that's coming from. But I didn't see it coming at all.
You didn't know that Mr. Pat Patterson was gay? Not at all.
No, I really didn't know. I really, I'm sorry, it might seem like I'm a dunce, but although I suppose he did enjoy the evening gown match, didn't he?
Well, he said he did. I
really didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh, well, we got to learn some of that. So how did you find that Legends house then?
I loved it. I mean, I don't know how much of it is kind of like tape for TV. I mean, obviously all their kind of weekly challenges that's just obviously all scripted and that. But like in terms of them being themselves, all the cooking and that, I don't know how much of it was real, but it was almost nice to watch in a way because you actually saw people as well as like their characters. Roddy Piper in those first couple of episodes was so sort of put himself in a little box, and then he seemed to open out, and by the end I just wanted to hug him. He seems like a really nice bloke. His little love affair with what was it, Jim Duggan.
Oh,
Yeah, their little bromance going on there, like a little love affair going on.
So
Tony Atlas is a bit odd.
So the Legends house is one of the successes of the network.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I totally watch it all again. You know, I hope they do another series. Although I still can't figure out why the hell Ashley Roberts is on it. You know, they've got tons of female divas, past and present. You know, Lita could have presented it. Trish Stratus probably could have presented it.
Yeah.
She wasn't pregnant back then. It was 2002. She only gave birth to him last year.
Yeah. What, Legends House? Legends House went 2002.
It was filmed in 2002.
Was it? Fuck.
Yeah, it was.
It was filmed in fucking last year.
No, it was filmed in 2002.
Get fucked.
2012, sorry.
2012, yeah, not fucking 2002.
Sorry.
Fuck's sake, get the bleeding words right.
Piper was about 20 pounds heavier in 2002.
Fucking.
He had a lot more hair.
Mm.
But
well, SWE can firmly say Piper is off his head. Trust me. He knows his thing. There's been a channel, and the fallout from, and this is the last time we are going to talk about this. It really is, because I think now we've got to draw a line under this once and for all.
God, what?
This fucking podcast thing with AJ Styles and Chris Jericho about Lionheart. If you didn't listen to the show, last week, Lionheart finally...
it was a week before.
No, it was last week I said it.
It was a week before. Wait. It happened the week before last.
Yeah, but Lionheart's reply was last week.
All right, get on with it, shut up.
Fucking hell, they're not on fire tonight, what's up with you? You're going, because he's got an iPad.
Yeah, he's just got OS 7 as well.
You know, if somebody steals an iPad from an iStore, does that make him if somebody watches somebody steals something from an iStore, does that make him an eyewitness? Bum.
I knew you were going to do that.
It's funny though. Oh, yeah. And, hey, why does it shame us like Corona Lager? Because there's too many limes.
You did that one last week.
What do you call a fish with no knees?
Oh.
Toonie fish. Yeah.
I'm going to fall asleep on air again.
Yeah. What do you call a dog with no legs? Anything you want, you won't fucking come near. I'm on fire. Give me a break here. Yeah. I could tell you one about the granddad and his grandson, but I'm not. That's still funny. Milking the shit out of it now. Anyway, this thing that happened 2 weeks ago, we had this announcement. It came on when we was on the air, weren't it? It came on about AJ saying this thing about what he said about Lionheart, and Chris Jericho saying, well, he did work for the British World Super Duper Motorsport Championship. So, and then Lionheart did his reaction that he finally watched the incident, and he's finally watched it after 4 months away, and he's finally watched everything about it, and we said everything about it. Still, now there's still people out there that's going, oh yeah, well AJ Styles is a piece of shit. AJ Styles is this. AJ Styles is that. Draw a line under it. The guy's coming over here. The guy's coming over here to do the Super Clash 2 show in October. It's down in Gloucestershire. That's happening. They've got Davey Boy Smith Jr. And I think Davey Boy Smith Jr. has been. Have you seen it? What he said on his shoot interview? Wow, that was interesting. That's Nick. Have you seen the Davey Boy Smith Jr. interview? Harry Smith? No, she's disappeared. She's got a problem with her call. What a surprise. Anyway, I forgot the granddad joke. Anyway, I told this one. The granddad's talking to his grandson, telling him about the state of the economy, and the grandson says to the granddad, "Well, tell me," he says, "I've seen the state of the country today, son." He says, "It's unbelievable." And the grandson says, "Tell me something I don't know." Granddad looks at the grandson and says, "Your grandma can take a fisting all the way up to an elbow." Ta-da! Oh, you're back. What was I going to say to you now? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh,
sorry, I must have fallen asleep with all the bad jokes.
Shit, so bad tell funny jokes. Why does a milk stool only have 3 legs?
Oh no, I'm sorry, everyone. I've made it again.
Because the cows got the udder.
Oh.
Superb! I'm on fire tonight. Anyway. Oh yes, we don't mention the World Cup tonight. Not a chance in fucking hell are we mentioning the World Cup. Embarrassment, as they say. Now, lots and lots of things. Oh, the Southside Wrestling presents The Hunt Is On, featuring Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards. That's happening in Sheffield. So good luck to everybody that goes to that. I'm heartbroken. I really am heartbroken.
You'll be okay.
We all said, Lance Winter, chess question. We all said we hope Seth Rollins doesn't get lost in the shuffle when the Shield splints. Do you think he is safe now? Do you think all 3 of them are safe?
I really don't know. I thought he seemed the weakest one, but then I always felt that. But I don't know what they're going to do with all 3 of them at the minute. You know, it's kind of almost exciting to wonder.
Triple threat match, Survivor Series.
Maybe.
The Shield explodes.
Perhaps.
I'll say that now. My prediction. The Shield triple threat match. Rollins versus Ambrose versus Reigns. For the belt. They'll definitely be for the belt. Like the US title or the Intercontinental. I think it'll be for one of them. Perhaps. You never know. The Rock has finally come out and said he wants loads of more money to return to the WWE.
Has he?
Do you think he'll go? Do you think they'll give him the money back?
I wouldn't miss him if he didn't go.
Really?
I don't like The Rock.
Miss Attitude Era herself.
I never liked The Rock. Even my brother now, who was a massive Rock mark back in the day, has turned around and said, "Really? I don't even like him. He can't stand Rob Van Dam."
How come?
Pardon?
What?
He said, "I don't know why, I just don't like him." He said he doesn't entertain me. It is his voice, RVD's voice. It's very monotone. It's got no real tone to it. He doesn't talk very much with it. It's just like talking to a wall.
Yeah. It's, I think, Rock coming back. No. Do you think everybody's talking about Lesnar coming back for SummerSlam? The question is, who's Lesnar gonna face? Is it Cesaro?
Cesaro. There's no I in it.
Cesaro. Okay,
Thank you.
Cesaro.
There's a Grammar Slam picture again right there of me, Ross. We were talking. I said last night, I had a good idea last night.
I still think they are some of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. That CM Punk.
But unfortunately, I feel the same way as him.
It's ever since I've seen it. I've been like that. I've been looking at my grammar and I'm going, ooh, right there. And I say this now: when you see something on the page and it's not done in the right way, Nixie goes, "Rrr," and it's like she's the pet bull. She's the pet pit bull
That's why I
of
say,
British
did you
Wrestling Radio.
see the picture someone put up? John Cena put a status up about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and underneath it, you know what I'm going to say?
Yeah, go
And
on.
underneath it, there was a picture of CM Punk and a grammar slam with the correct "you're" on there. I mean, I said to Ross last night, what I should do is picture myself doing all these kind of face palm and angry faces, and then memes them with all the correct. It's your, it's there, it's not a lot. It's 2 words. Is another one, and we should do it for fun. I think I should do that. Get like there or someone to memes them because he's good at that.
Yeah. Just announced by Forefront Wrestling in Swindon is that for their World Cup Wrestle War Tour at the Stratton Leisure Centre in Swindon
That word.
on October the 3rd. The match card World Cup quarter-final, Kenny Omega versus Justin Thunder Liger in the World Cup. That match has just been announced. Kenny Omega versus Justin Thunder Liger. So,
Mention that event.
and what we saying?
Mention that event.
What event?
The
World
world
Cup.
thing.
It's the World Cup in wrestling, not the World Cup in football. Bleeding hellfire. Oh, you want to hear something good? Right. Now, this is going to piss off some people in our chat. And if you're going to listen online, it's going to piss you off even more. This thing with America calling football soccer. This is really, really, really ripping my fucking knitting now. It is called football. It is not soccer. It is not called the Federation of International Soccer Association. It is the Federation of International Football Associations. So it's not FISA, it's FIFA. So you can take your fucking soccer and shove it up your fucking arse. It is football. It has always been football. It has always will be football, not fucking soccer. Give me a fucking break. Soccer. Why do they have to fucking change everything? It's always the fucking same. God,
Breathe.
fucking soccer. Anyway, before we go, a quick rundown of upcoming shows for this weekend, if you've missed it earlier on. And tomorrow we have what?
Ben's just made a Southside announcement.
What's he said?
19th of September, Southside are the American Wolves.
Yeah, no, I've said that earlier on.
Oh shit, did you, man? Sorry.
Yeah. Tomorrow
Shit,
in
thought I had a good
Yaxley in Peterborough, the wrestling is Extreme Rules match. American Extreme American Wrestling is at the Royal British Legion Club from 6 p.m. Also, at 6:30 tomorrow night, SWA 01 in Scotland at the Beath Community Centre. I hope I've said that right. The Saturday, June the 21st at 6:30. Scottish Wrestling Alliance. Hope Wrestling presents Evolution 9. Our lawyer made us change the name of the show so we wouldn't get sued. It's happening at the Forest Town Welfare Club in Mansfield, Nottinghamshire. Time starts 7:15. Sunday, we have Hope of Wrestling presents Evolution 10. What We Do in Life Echoes in Eternity, happening at 3 o'clock at the Spot Derby Entertainment Centre in Derby. Beath. There you go, Beath. Right, so I'm sorry, I do apologise. Wrestling in Corby, Extreme American Wrestling is happening at the Corby Masonic Complex in Corby. Special happy birthdays this week goes to Ross Thompson. Great thing. Mr. Gavin, I know fuck all about wrestling, but I'm still going to believe that CM Punk is returning to Raw this week. Fletcher! And got that as well. We've also got to say happy birthday to Julie Greenway, Sam Reeder, Mark Savage, and a few of the Wesley Mail, Disco Wes. And I've got to say happy birthdays for next Friday to Amber Wild, Ross Wiles, Amber Wild, and Amber Wild, who's Ross Griffith's fiance, and my wife, Lindsay, both have both photos on the same day. So we've got that happening this weekend, the next 2 weekends that could take away us to the end of June. On the 28th of June, Preston City Wrestling presents Tribute to the Troops, a free full show featuring Carlito and Chris Masters. This is a free show. Okay. Where's the lineup? Come on. Right, the lineup is we've got Joey Hayes taking on Carlito. Hide your apples. We've also got for the PCW Cruiserweight Championship, we've got Bubblegum taking on Dean Allmark. We've also got Chris Travis taking on El Ligero. A special appearance being made by Tassel Madness, which is Danny Hope and Madman Manson. And if anybody's serious enough to even think of keeping the faces straight with them two in the ring, you've got no chance. We've got no disqualification tag team title match between Team Single, which is T-Bone and Rampage Brown, taking on LOB, the Legion of Boom. You ready for this, Nix? The Legion of Boom, which is Chris Masters and Dave Rain. Dave Rain! And then we've got the Battle of the Big Boys. Dave Mastiff is taking on Cyanide. Also on that card, we've got Noam Dar taking on Martin Kirby, which looks to be an amazing match. And we've got the PCW debuts of Jenna and Lana. So both of them, all this happening for free. It is a free match, free show. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Superb. And that's happening on the 28th. Also, we've got British Wrestling Promotions presents the Rookie Division Proving Ground 7 at the Frith Beach Arena in Prestatyn. And why do they call it Prestatyn? Because when you meet a girlfriend there, you want to go and press that in.
Oh, God.
There we go. I'm full of them tonight. Really am. And that is happening at the Frith Beach Arena in Prestatyn on the 27th of June. On the 28th of June, at 4 o'clock. The Preston show kicks off at 2. Then on the 29th of June, Progress Wrestling presents Endeavour 5 at the Garage London in London. And also we've got FCW happening in Dudley in the Midlands at the Badgerage Social Club. And then Monday, we've got the British Bulldog Trends worldwide. So, and that'll take us all the way up to July. And then everything we can start from there. And a quick mention on the 4th of July for Shropshire Wrestling Alliance presents Independence Day at Telford in Shropshire. So there we go, all the way up to July when we start. On Wednesday night, it is going to be another edition of British Wrestling Radio. Then how much is the free show? It's a £5 to you, Lee, you thick twat. Anything else we've got to say? Have you got anything to finish off with, Nixie, before we...
I don't think so. All the reports I'm reading, even Dave Meltzer has reported that the AJ rumour is true.
Right, so if you haven't heard it, AJ Styles is up the duff.
AJ Lee.
AJ, what did I say?
Styles.
Fuck it, I don't care. As if AJ Styles is up the duff. Fuck's sake, come on, woman.
Duff.
Anyway,
DUFF.
by the way, if anybody's not seen it, check out the new trailer for the new Dumb and Dumber film. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. That's all I'll say about that. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here because I've got to go to bed and I've got a long day tomorrow to work everything out with. Thanks to everybody for coming tonight. We're gonna do something we've not done for ages as well. And that's shout outs. And that's to Winter's Lair. Thank you very much for coming, mate. You're doing an amazing job as also my being a mod. To Asa, Twit of the Twitter world. He's amazing. Does a great job since day one you've been here, mate. Thank you so much. To Pixie Our diamond in the rough all the way up there in Scotland, soon to be independent from anything else in the United Kingdom. To Lee James, hope you're having a better job a week than ever before. And all I've got to say is, so you think you're untouchable? To Brian, to Shade, thanks very much, guys, for joining us. It's been amazing as usual. Thanks to SWE Online. Nice to see you back in our chat room. To Brendy, our other new member of staff as well. Thanks very much. Brendan's going to be writing articles on different things. He's doing one on the Monday Night Wars, I believe. So, and everything. And also to Ross Briffett, who's listening as well. And to everybody else, the Guerrilla Report, the usual guys, all the people that love the show so much. We'd be nothing without you guys. And that is the truth. It is an amazing night. Triple X Wrestling. Oh, I forgot to mention them. Excuse me 1 second. There's a Triple X Wrestling. I've done something. Let me have a quick look. Yeah, they're Triple X Wrestling. That's what they asked me to do. Check out their YouTube channel. Triple X Wrestling TV is the home of Triple X Wrestling. All the things that's happening with the usual gang a bunch down there at Triple X. And that's it. Cracking week. Hope everybody loves the announcements we've made. It is something we've thought hard about. This is not a case of me and Nixy just deciding that. But I just want everybody to know this is not something that we decided just on the whim of it. It's something that needs to be done. And we thought that it's going to take British Wrestling Radio to a better place. And me and Nixie are going to work his asses off and trying to make it and everything. And if you are listening to us on our mobile phone app, thank you so much for doing that as well. It is very kind, and thank you very much for taking the time to download the app and listening to us on our channel, the BWR Network. Check out all his live past shows if you can do that as well. I know you can do that through our webpage on the phone because it's there through the YouTube. Our YouTube channel is BWR Online. Check out all the past shows that we've put up there and everything as well. You can check out, we are on Twitter at twitter.com at BWR Radio, facebook.com/BWR Radio. And if Nixie's on Twitter at Nix Carnation.
I am.
And I'm on Twitter at Deano42. It's Deano042. Not me age anymore, unfortunately. But thanks ever so much to listen. And we're going to take, I think one of the people is saying, we're going to have that song again. No. I found a new song. I found a new one that's better than anyone. Give me 1 second here.
One.
Let's see if I've got it. No. Mr. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, guys. Mr. Men and Little Mrs. Because somebody said to me, and they said, you've got to listen to that. And you've got to listen to, we've had enough of the Big Bear. We've had enough of the Blue Bear. I'm like, what? Listen to them Big Ben. So, got rid of it. So this is what we've got in place. So, like we've said, there's an ad blocker up there. It's like that. If you've got adverts on, install an ad blocker and it should be okay. So, Nixie, I will see you next Wednesday, 11 o'clock.
Okay? You will?
We're going back old school. We're going to chat about loads of things. If you've got something you want us to chat about, let us know. That's how we work. We're going to make it more friendly for people and everything like that, okay? Thanks to you. I can let you now go and play with your iPad.
I'm doing it all show anyway.
Yeah, we're just going to play with the iPad. All right, sweet. Anyway, see you later. Thanks for everything tonight, Nick. Yeah. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, have a nice weekend.
Yep, you as well.
I'll try my best. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.